Hey.
Hmm?
Why don't you have Moontree protect you?
Yeah, that's right. You've got those really strong-looking PKers after you.
Moontree is a guild that supports the abolishment of PKs.
And part of their mandate includes helping PK victims out.
Moontree, huh? Oh, them. You want me to beg those hard-headed dorks to protect me? Forget about it. I'd rather be PK'd than be protected by all those lecturing loudmouths. Seriously, who makes a charity group in a game?
She's gonna kill herself.
Haseo.
What's wrong?
How long have you been standing there? What? You got a problem?
I meant it.
Look, Haseo, you don't understand anything about Moontree, okay? We're just trying to make the world a more enjoyable place. We just want to reach an understanding with everyone. I mean, doesn't everyone feel like being nice to someone sometimes? We want to protect those feelings. We want to be able to protect those feelings. But everyone likes to make fun of us, saying we're just some charity group or some cult. We just want to improve, together with everyone else. We are not here to lecture anyone. Do you get it? Do you understand? Do you, Haseo?
You...
Yeah, you understand you're crazy.
Please, take this.
Huh?
I'm going to do everything within my power to explain Moontree to you. I want you to better understand who we really are.
Wait, don't I get a say in this? Hey.
Yes?
So, how did you even recognize me anyway? I mean, I don't look anything like I used to before.
You have the exact same face.
I guess it's because you're still you.
Huh?
Yeah, that sure is a statement, isn't it?
It's true that I didn't recognize you at first, but soon after that, I realized it was you. Oh,
What she's saying is, you were an asshole before, you're an asshole now. It fit.
Next time.
Was she a member of Moontree? That's great! If you're friends with a Moontree member, the PKers are bound to leave you alone.
Man. Even though she's got the same face and everything, she's definitely not Shino.
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing.
Well, that was all really interesting. Okay, we're gonna head for another area. How about you, Haseo?
No,
Okay, got it. Well, if you need anything, just call us.
We'll help you out.
See ya.
Yeah, later.
Man, this game got a lot better when the
So
misunderstandings
weird.
ended.
What was that about? And what about that woman? And the dangerous power she talked about? I'll log out and check my email or something.
Select log out from the main menu. While in town, to leave the world. Return to the desktop. It can only be performed while in town. To log back in, select the world from the desktop. Yeah, I'm enjoying the game so far. It's just I've never really liked the that kind of story, that kind of misunderstanding. It kind of seems like a little outdated to a degree, but still, I'm enjoying myself. Aside from that, because the world, the aesthetic, and the characters are interesting enough. That and the fact that the game has its own desktop and that kind of stuff, I feel is really, really cool and immersive. So I quite like that aspect of it too. Though I'm gonna make fun of the shit out of some of these scenes because, unfortunately, usually I'm able to suspend disbelief, but whenever someone's talking about some mythical shit that you get in another JRPG, it slightly gets lost on me to a degree because I know these are people playing a fucking video game. You know what I mean? It adds this extra layer, but it makes everyone extra goofy, and I kind of like that. Like, I'm kind of liking it and hating it at the exact same time. I don't remember what the log off menu was. I didn't read it, okay? It's probably in here. Yeah, it's in here. I'm sorry. Who cares? Who cares about that? Let's log out. Let's log out and have like a sandwich or some shit. Guess we can just back out. There are important unread mails. Unread mails? What? This is a remaster. Like, you couldn't go ahead and fix that up? Alright, we got a few here. 2 from syllabus. Hasio, would you like to try taking on a quest? You may already know this, but quests are like part-time. What do you mean you may already know this? Have we not? Whatever. Do that one. And then there's no way. Thanks for adventuring together with me. I never thought you were the real terror of death. This is the 4th time I've been targeted by PKers. I'm just glad I didn't actually die this time. Rotiffle. No one actually uses the T in Raffle. No one does that. Like, no one. And when my comment section is filled with people doing different stuff like Rotiffle in the comment section, I'm gonna kill myself. And that's just the plan. Oh, am I supposed to say something? Oh, I have to respond. So what are you gonna do now? It must be really rough having to start from scratch. I'm gonna level up. I'm gonna level up, otherwise I can't even walk around the world without feeling inadequate. Because that sounds like something a person would say. Let's go ahead and say that. Gaspar is like, hello, I'm shit. Is there anything I can do to help? Let us know. You don't know about Triage, so I don't have any business with you. Which reflects my feelings. And now we got Pi. Oh, your name is Pi. This is basically a repeat of what we went over before, but don't forget your character hides a power or something. No thanks! Get out of my face! You fool. And then we got, like, character things. Loves small birds. Chatting with Moontree members. Nice to meet you. Yeah, you sure sound like it. Want a new cell phone, a graphics card, and advanced M2D. Alright, yeah, that sounds about what you would like. Favorite thing, napping. Favorite food, paella. Hate avocado. Avocado, like free avocado. Fucking KZ out here referencing old-ass vines. Natto, Haseo, play with me. Haseo is going to fuck off. And you should too. What the fuck are these for? What do we have here? Topics. Free streaming. Salvador Ihara? Online Jack? There's a lot of... Let's check everything else first. Nation unified on citizen number... What? Okay, are we gonna mark it with a Star David too? Like, what are we doing here? I guess select the store. Oh, okay, here we go. Starting this month, blah, 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 blah. Whoa. Movie. Oh, do they summarize these with movies?
The Online Administration Act received a majority vote of the ruling party, meaning the adoption of the citizen numbering system seems to be inevitable. As a result, the process of converting to an electronic government has overcome its final hurdle.
Oh, okay. This would never happen in the real world, I feel. I don't know, like an electronic government. Like, there's a lot of specific things, like losing a lot of anonymity. You can't really be anonymous on the internet anymore. Like, it's becoming increasingly more difficult. But I feel like the higher ups in at least like in American politics would not be. There are too many old people going fucking. I don't know what the computer is. To where I wouldn't see that being a thing. But if there's a movie, on all these news things, I'm gonna check this shit out constantly. I accidentally backed out, by the way. Let's hit this again. Deleted data ongoing grudges, and then scroll down if there's a video. I guess there is not. Okay, then we can just skim this, I guess. Some people have said, in a flash, the world was gone. It's been 2 years since the largest online game, The World, with 20 million copies sold, was taken offline. It was around that time that CyberConnect Japan, hereby referred to C Corp, had a fire at their headquarters. Can we talk about how CyberConnect fucking self-inserted their own company into their video game based about a video game? Because that's fucking awesome. As the extent of the damage caused by the fire, which wiped out all the world's data, became increasingly apparent, CC Core's leaders held a somber press conference. Game program, character data, and cyber data were all reduced to ashes. This happened soon after a string of break-ins. If, like, everything was localized into one place, that feels kind of like an oversight. I feel like you would have it spread out. But, you know, that thing happens. Also, this is probably a Japanese game. Let's not forget places like Konami don't even have, like, the source code and, like, the original copies and versions of some of their old-ass games. Like, even the PS2, like, Silent Hill games. So, like, when they made an HD collection for them, they actually had to grab older builds that had bugs that no one actually knew about anymore, because they didn't have the original finished product, which is crazy. So it's not surprising. This doesn't seem completely out there. Well, let's see. Also, all backup data was in the company headquarters. That's fucking hilarious. Online data has been recognized as the property for many years now. Unlike antiques and all that, the moment data is damaged or disappears, it loses all its worth forever. Even now, the voices of those seeking their lost property can be heard, but the corporation refuses to budge from their unwavering attitude of, it's gone, it ain't coming back. Yeah, that's a good way to get some goodwill, isn't it? Now, 2 years since that incident, there appears to be no end to the discussions about online data, personal property, and protection. Even with the imminent release of The World R2, which I guess, because this is technically a sequel to the original Dot Hack games, it's like, here's the new version. Though, they didn't release an HD collection of the ones that came before this, so clearly you can enjoy this on your own, I would hope. I feel like that's an interesting discussion point that kind of still exists now, where people are always talking about what they own based on what they bought and data. Like, think of it now, when people talk about how they buy games, and it sucks that they bought a game and somehow, like, the data is gone on it, and there's DRM and other stuff, and now, even now, like, this is dated just because of its talking about how those people have a good point, but nowadays, the general argument you hear from most higher up places is, when you buy a game, especially digitally, or any type of media, you're buying a license to it. You don't own it. The people that own it are the people that made it. They made that intellectual property. So really, all you're doing is buying a license. So they could very well make it so you can't use it anymore after a certain amount of time. And that's totally their prerogative. It would be absolutely catastrophic if they did it. But it's something that they can do. Another accident. 4 employees suffered electric shocks while working to construct a company server. Still searching for the cause. Similar incidents happened 7 years ago when a number of employees monitoring a server were rendered unconscious. Huh. Yeah, it's just bringing questions of, hey, maybe you're not running this shit very well, are you? Alright, it looks like the top story on these, I feel like, will at least have some some video of some sort.
With the participation of Japan and many other countries, the International Space Station, slated for completion in 2017, is nearly done.
Huh.
As large as a soccer stadium, this fully manned facility will be used for various types of research in a deep space environment.
I was talking about 2017. I'm like, yo, I'm playing this past that. Oops. Also, I'm gonna crack open a cold one with the boys, as you know. As you know. A man can get thirsty when he's talking his gab off. Did you like this episode of Dot Hack in which I don't play the fucking game? Games are to blame for juvenile delinquency. Is there any video for this? There is not. I'm guessing the top one's the only one that's gonna have a video. Outbreak of juvenile delinquency, the effect of video games. Yeah, this seems just as, you would think that even the far-flung future, people would stop with the video game rhetoric for that, but, like, that's just a thing where they're gonna people are gonna constantly fall back and say that video games are the reason behind, juvenile behavior or violence. I mean, that one shooting in Florida happened, and I think someone said, you know, if they didn't have them video games, you know, then that dude would never think to go and easily buy that fucking AK-47 or whatever the fuck happened there. I'm not too. Oh, they actually list movie on the ones that have it. My bad. Maybe I should read the whole screen. But then again, I'm recording. It takes a lot of... I'm looking everywhere. Today marked the official launch of, that thing. How about this video could tell me about it?
The Supersonic Passenger Jet, ASST, which can attain speeds of over Mach 3, has been officially commissioned. As a result, the amount of time it takes to fly from Tokyo to New York has been shortened from 14 hours to just 4 hours.
A round trip costs between $9,000 and $13,000. No. I mean, if you're rich, that's totally something that would be up your alley. Like, I need to be here at this meeting because I'm a CEO. That kind of thing. Ubiquitous families. What's ubiquitous? Ubiquitous is present everywhere. The first generation mainframe. The second was a personal computer. Using a computer in daily life has become almost as natural as eating. We can connect to the internet without effort or even conscious thought anywhere, anytime. This is a good way to... This is called... We're going to put in a lot of world building. This is the idea of making your video game. Making a game about people who play a game is a great idea. But this is the type of stuff that really takes someone who really is into this idea to make some expert world building. This is really, really well done. Like, I gotta give props that this is fantastic. So let's hit up this thing.
Display your world. For business or for entertainment, the new M2D Micro Monocle display now on sale. Once you're freed from your mobile, the net opens up in front of your eyes.
So it's kind of like what we have now, VR, but only it's wireless. That's, Head-mounted displays. Gives you 1280 by 1020. Fucking goddamn it. Just seeing that specific amount, and when you live in the world of video games, whenever you, like, consume gaming news and media and discourse, you're like, fucking 1080p, God. Like, that's kind of hilarious to me. Outdoor what? Oh, I get it. People are just using their devices outside. It said this had a video. Please show me people being crazy.
In the old days, when people thought of an online junkie, they envisioned someone locked in their room, glued to their computer 24 hours a day. But today, due to radical improvements in mobile devices, network games can be enjoyed outside and have given rise to a whole new breed of online junkies.
Can we talk about how every one of this game's assumptions of an introvert is a dude with an absolutely bad haircut who's kind of chunky? I feel like that's offensive to those people. Let's see what is this? What is, you see, this better be a video. No holds barred information. What? Salvador Ihara seems ridiculous. Like, my mother was Mexican, but my dad an honorable samurai. Let's see. Oh, so they have multiple episodes of this. This is 4 minutes.
Ihara's Online Jack. We investigate the hottest controversies in today's news. The in-your-face, hard-hitting show. Welcome to Online Jack. Okay, get ready, all you netizens out there. Today's Jack target is Doll Syndrome. Have you heard of it? It's the mystery illness that's spreading like wildfire among grade schoolers. It causes verbal and mental defects that leave victims non-responsive.
This voice is so fake, I might die.
Dolls. Oh no! But we'll fight.
Oh no!
This earth-shattering crisis, we at Online Jack started an investigation. I, Salvador Ihara, will save the world! It's called Doll Syndrome, a truly mysterious illness. Some scientists tell us the cause is endocrine-disrupting chemicals, but what I want to showcase here is this book. Internet games are turning our kids into dolls, a warning about Doll Syndrome. Taichiro Sugai, a professor from Takayama University, wrote the book and lives here. According to his book, Doll Syndrome's root cause is none other than online games. Online games, famous games such as The World, perhaps. I love them too, but he says that online games and their more than 12 million participants all living out their virtual dreams are the cause. You'll remember that several years ago, the World game was found to be responsible for players being put into a coma. Could it be that it's also causing the dreaded Doll Syndrome? Are these online games nothing but a blight upon our society? If the professor feels that way, then let's see what he has to say. Let us begin the interview.
What do you want? You know how late it is?
Hey there, I'm the host of Online Jack, Salvador Ihara. I have a few questions about your book, Online Games Are Turning Our Kids into Dolls, a warning about Doll Syndrome. Can you believe this guy?
Why'd you put down the microphone if you need to talk into it?
We want to talk to you.
What?
You just come to make
What was the point of the microphone?
Get away from here.
If you don't explain yourself on camera, sir, you'll make yourself look even more suspicious.
I don't have to explain myself. All I did was publish the results of my own independent research.
How you say independent research, but isn't it true that your sources themselves are questionable?
Not as questionable as you.
Well then, prove
Got
to us
it.
that your sources are credible. If you do, we won't bother you anymore, Professor.
No! Give me a break. Who would believe you? And another thing, I'm an associate professor.
Okay. Well, we were turned down by Associate Professor Sugai, but to follow our own independent research, we went undercover into the very elementary school that Sugai was investigating. This is the elementary school where Associate Professor Sugai was conducting his study on Doll Syndrome. Is a killer disease stalking the children of this ordinary elementary school? Let's take a look. Hey there, boys and girls. There's no need to fear. Salvador Ihara is here.
Who are you? We're in the middle of class.
Oh, what is this vision of loveliness that graces our presence? Hello, senorita. You and I can save the world together. Viva Salvador!
Get out of here, you creep!
Here we are in the teacher's lounge. I haven't been to one of these since the days when I used to peep under girls' skirts.
I'm gonna be incredibly
If you wanna film
disappointed
in
if one
here,
of
you need
these
to get
doesn't end
permission
with him in
first.
jail.
But the whole purpose of the show is it's undercover.
You entertainment people have no decency.
You're so beautiful when you're angry.
Stop that. What are you investigating?
Doll Syndrome. Miss Michiru Tajima, teacher of 4th grade class 1.
Man, I'm so gripped. He's gonna grill this random teacher and probably go to jail. What the fuck is this game, right? Like, what the fuck is this? Yo, should we probably log into the world and, like, play the game properly now? We should probably do that. Memoir records your past actions and clues to... Okay. Use that when you're lost and you haven't played the game in a bit. Basically. Well, should we go to the party here and try and get those two? Yeah. Because they said they had a thing they wanted to do. If that's the case, then do that. And hold on. Go to the equipment. Didn't we get something? Brave Bracelet. Gives us fire and wind. Let's do that. And go to bookmarks. Peaceful Leading Freedom. And initiate the quest. I know how to play video games. Though, is this what they wanted me to do? They probably wanted me to go, like, talk to someone, right? How about I look at the memoir and figure it out? Invitation to a quest. Go to the quest shop. Yeah, probably do that. Go back to town. How dare you give me an E? Come on, man. I was so wrapped up in wanting to do this correctly. You see, it's all online Jack's fault. That's the save shop. This is a regular shop. Okay, let's go find this quest shop place. That's over there. Can't this teleport me, right? Warp to another town. Area word, random. Alright, it doesn't look like that warps me wherever I want, like the green ones do. But alright. Alright. Here we go, it's right up here. Hello. Accept the job. Crown quest. From Dr. Kubo. Get the Chim crown. So, how's it going, you monstrosity? Have you ever met a King Chim Chim? He's a giant Chim Chim that rarely appears, and he has a crown, and I want the crown. Okay, sure, we can do that.
It's pretty difficult to kick the king.
King Chim Chim? Isn't that the huge one?
No, it's the small one, actually. You'd be surprised. Let's warp directly to the place and head in. Warp menu. Alright. Now we're actually getting stuff done. Oh man, look at this ancient Japanese style mansion. At least the
Guess we should
backyard.
start looking for places where King Chim Chim could be hiding.
King Chim Chim attacks by jumping on you, so watch out.
I wonder where he is.
I mean, he's probably like very deep in. Seems like a no shit type of thing, but hey, whatever. Aha! Well, that's just a chim-chim generator. I'd prefer one that gave me a little bit more, though. I'm not gonna get that. Okay, cool. It's just... That's the door, and that's what we gotta do. Whoa! We got a rare one out of that. I guess it's like RNG. Like, hey, get lucky. Okay, those guys are just taking care of it. If we do it like this, family, we'll never lose. Just give me 2 more chim-chims. There we go. 30 should be more than enough, I'd like to hope. Ba-da-da-da-doo-bop. Alright. Next up, breaking some jars, getting some tidal waves. Those guys are... Let's get ready to tussle. I gotta make sure to get initiative so I can get those good ranks. Rengeki. Yeah, you guys like that, right? Yeah, boost that morale. Also, these are totally, roof fangs? Oh, I thought it was new at first. Those classic, I think they're Japanese beasts. With, like the snake tail and, like, they have multiple different animal parts on them from, like, I believe it's Japanese mythology. It could be Chinese. I could be appropriating the wrong thing, but whatever. I'm an American. I win, right? Is that supposed to be the attitude that Americans are supposed to take? I heard that's how that works. Ooh, a simple necklace. Let's have a look at this. It's just like, hey, which element do you care about the most? And at the moment, I couldn't care less. At first I'm like, is it I could care less? And it's like, no, that's not how that works. You know, sometimes when someone tries to say something and it's so completely, like, wrong, where they're trying to say something that's like a burn against a type of thing, or it's something like that where it's like, I could care less about that. And it's like, you realize what you said, don't you? Oh man, give me the yellow! Like, my favorite one is, back, last generation consoles. Specifically, in regards to, like, the Xbox. And some people who did not care about the Xbox 360. And they're like, yeah, I went up to the 360 and then fucking turned 360 degrees and went in the other direction. And anytime someone said that, you would go, you know what happens when you do a 360? You are now facing the exact same fucking spot. And so many people did not get that was pretty great. That especially happened when the Xbox One was coming out. And you know how they tried to assassinate their own company by talking about TV and trying to fuck over people who like video games with their new machine and the bad practices and stuff. And then people were like, oh man, hopefully they do a big 360 on these policies. And then you have to go, so they'll keep the same policies then. Needless to say, Xbox has made it so we now know that some people just straight up, or just straight up don't know certain things quite well. Oh man. That specific bird always fucking gets me. This gameplay loop's okay so far. I'm hoping we get more, like, combo stuff for the gameplay, because his default attack's a little mashy. That's a new.
What's that?
That's exactly what I was talking about.
Haseo, it's a new A. We've got to kick it.
New A.
Huh?
Haseo, King Chim Chim will show up if you kick the Nue.
What? So, we just need to kick it.
That's just kind of mean. Lucky animal. Alright, you'll get blessings, but there are unlucky animals that give you bad luck. Okay. Come back here! You will be mine.
No problem. Leave it to me. Come on, King.
Oh my lord. Look at this precious boy.
Time. Let's get it over with. Hand that over.
Kill him. Oh, we're just kicking him. Whoa! Fuck off. Am I supposed to hit X to attack this thing? I am. That probably wasn't the best thing, because I'm accidentally talking to people since it's the same button. Well, I got him. That's a lot of chims! In the crown! Look at that.
I knew you could do it.
Phew! I thought we were gonna turn into pancakes.
We need to go to the quest shop.